Now we turn next here to a developing story, a new scare from one of the nation's top labs about the handling of potentially deadly viruses and bacteria, anthrax, smallpox, and now the flu. Tonight, 2 labs forced to close after the third close call uncovered in just 1 month. ABC's chief medical editor, Dr. Richard Besser, investigates why this keeps happening.
Tonight, the Center for Disease Control's bioterrorism lab and flu lab shut down after yet another frightening mistake. This time, a sample of the deadly H5N1 bird flu mistakenly shipped out to another lab, potentially putting other scientists at risk. It happened in May, yet the CDC director informed just 2 days ago.
When I got the call, and I just couldn't believe it. I was stunned and frankly appalled.
This latest failure, discovered during an investigation into how 75 scientists were potentially exposed to anthrax in a CDC lab in Atlanta. The revelation coming just 2 days after we learned dried smallpox samples, which by international agreement are only stored at 2 high containment labs in the world, in Atlanta and Siberia, were discovered in a cardboard box in an unsecured government lab in Maryland. Today we learned those samples were alive and potentially deadly. This string of incidents occurring at the top labs in the nation.
This is the laboratory that we would expect to have the highest level of safety in the world. And if it can happen there, it can happen in almost any other lab.
Tonight we asked the head of the CDC what went wrong.
Is there a cavalier attitude in the laboratories? I mean, 2 laboratories that basically were not following the rules in terms of handling dangerous germs.
We clearly need to improve the culture of safety and make sure that's there in every single one of CDC's labs. These incidents are a wake-up call.
And Rich, you were once acting head of the CDC, so what's next as you see it?
I mean, the Senate is demanding answers. CDC is asking an outside group to help investigate. And the big question tonight is who is really monitoring CDC's labs?
All right, thank you so much on this big story.